I started making comments on YouTube about 15 months ago. That was shortly after watching Loose Change 9/11 An American Coup. That's really the movie that woke me up. I was astonished by how many people were attacking me in the comments for making basic observations about the movie. Ironically, it was a New World Order shill who let me know that they were agent provocateurs, also known as trolls and NWO shills. I prefer to use the terminology NWO shills because there's an awful lot of NWO shills making clips about trolls, claiming that they are creepy individuals and not government-employed propagandists. One of these New World Order shills has a name that is remarkably like MK Ultra, which is a government brainwashing program. They do make it pretty obvious who they are. He does sometimes forget to wear his sunglasses. They are low-level spies after all, and they should hide their identity for the most part. This isn't the one I'm just been talking about, obviously, and I'm not implying anything by this, but good riddance, Sam F 2000. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I'm aware of slander and libel laws, so I'm going to tread very carefully during this clip. If you're a New World Order shill and you're going to pretend to be a smoker, you should learn how to smoke first. If you're claiming to be on army disability, you shouldn't be driving or looking in perfect health. If you are in the army and you're speaking truthfully against the government, do you really think that such a person would not end up in a court-martial? No, he has to be doing the government's work, distracting people from the truth. Everybody has an agenda and nobody does anything without a reason. However, if someone's efforts are purely to distract from the obvious truth, then they must be a New World Order shill. Having an all-seeing eye, a pyramid, or a picture of the sun, Helios, in your profile picture is a definite giveaway. It's like a non-Zionist Jew in World War II willingly wearing a swastika. They often use 666 in their channel names, or numbers that add up to 666 quite easily. Sometimes they even use a name that has 6 letters and the other numbers that add up to 6 quite easily. Sometimes they have 777 in their channel name, which is a Freemason reference, or have atheist in their channel name, which I've covered in a previous clip. They sometimes have the Masonic chessboard in the background, or satanic symbolism, or even an image of the devil, or hellfire. Now some of them claim to be conspiracy theorists, some of them actually even got on the news recently, but pretend to be crazy. The standard propaganda which is on the news, that all conspiracy theorists are nuts, but that is not the case. All conspiracy theorists are people that have realised that mainstream media is total bullshit and they are looking for honest news and trying to report honest news. But unfortunately some of these people that give themselves ridiculous names still actually get through to genuine Truth Movement members. It saddens me how few real Truth Movement members there are on YouTube. There's about 90% New World Order shill. Some New World Order shills even have Freemason in their name. They often use the V for Vendetta mask. The anonymous group did a false flag attack on WikiLeaks recently to give WikiLeaks credibility and standard propaganda that the internet is bad. The only reason they want us to believe that the internet is bad is because it is precisely not a bad thing. People have an open forum to discuss truth. Now WikiLeaks only releases low-level New World Order crimes. This is to distract away from the biggest criminals on the planet, the leaders of the New World Order. I also recommend you educate yourself on satanic hand signals. There's plenty of YouTube clips on them. These New World Order shills that actually go in front of the camera often do them. One actually tried to convince me recently that he was learning sign language because I picked him up on his satanic hand signals. He even implied that his son was deaf. How low can you get? When are you New World Order shill chumps going to realise that I am your intellectual superior? Thanks to Gorilla199, it's no longer a secret that pagans worship the sun god Helios, who is also known as Satan, Lucifer, the light bearer. So if somebody's actually saying that they are pagan on their channel name, they are actually confessing to being a Satanist. This is a battle between good and evil, pure and simple. So pay attention to what I have said. You should always consider the source of the information. It's primary. I try now not to rise to their bait, but they are scum and they are hellbound. I am not. Thank you for watching. God bless.
I really don't know her name. I left those guys alone. That 155mm guy. Yeah, that guy.
As soon as like a female or a quote unquote female, you know, contacts me and shit, I flirt with them immediately.
You play the game. You guys know how to play the game.
So there's always the you know, psyops that goes with it. So to me, there's ways to get around it and ways to see whether or not who you're talking to is legit, you know, or whatnot. But
you play the game. You guys know how to play the game.
Old George Bush Pimps was raging some bitch the other day. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Rage.
If you guys don't know who Yowski is, it's I'll type it in for you. You can go watch him rage cry about me.
Raging.
He cried and yeah.
And old Bubba Effect. Please won't somebody arrest Von Helden? Please, somebody arrest Von Helden. Y'all gotta call the police. He's gotta be arrested. He's gotta be arrested. And the police ain't gonna come.
Oh, Mr. Anonymous Dick is now Mr. Anonymous, I'm not coming back. See, the thing is, he claims that he's, he's being harassed and death threats, but the thing is, well, I'll say it here, I don't care. I was in his computer, and I opened a notepad and told him, I'm watching you. And I told him who I was, and that's why he's not coming back.
Ain't nobody giving these guys death threats.
Yeah, he's nobody. They're all peons.
They ain't nobody. There's nobody giving them death threats. They're lying out their ass.
No, we don't death threat. But yeah, no, there is no impersonation of you going around. There's no me telling anyone I am you. This is my back channel.
The Mr. Anonymous legend name, though. Why you
I had one of my friends, Anonymous Thought. Do you know who Anonymous Thought is? Well, he's a Japanese Anon, and I talked with him for a little while, and came up with the name. And
so what happened to your account?
My account has flagged Michael Beckham, Patriotic Space.
He flagged your account?
It's gone.
So what's the deal with Tracy? Why did she turn on you for?
Because I wouldn't give Bubba's, I wouldn't help her in aiding Bubba's documentations or his documents, I'm sorry. Because Bubba is just, I have no beef with Bubba. Bubba's right in what he's doing. And, I mean, I totally agree with the guy.
That's always been the rule, man. I mean, as soon as you're a chick online, man, the fucking pervs, attack you and shit.
They do.
It's just the way it is. I mean, I fuck around with that too a little bit. I mean, I don't make like female accounts or anything, but I'm like, as soon as like a female or a quote unquote female, contacts me and shit, I flirt with them immediately, and I see like how the response is, and that usually dictates to me whether or not it's a guy or a chick I'm talking to. You know what I mean? So to me, there's ways to get around it and ways to see whether or not who you're talking to is legit, you know, or whatnot. But so there's always the you know, psyops that goes with it.